Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have to go to work, but I figured that we would do a get ready with me, sit down, use some new products that I just bought, some old products that I'm trying to use up, some things that survived the declutter, you know, just a hodgepodge of things. So if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. But today we are playing with some Juvia's Place, Too Faced, Anastasia Beverly Hills. I found a foundation that like withstands 12 hours of wearing a face mask and is constantly talking. So like that's super exciting. But if you want to see what products I used, how I used them, and how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, so I have to get ready for work, but I did order some new things and it arrived today, so I figured we would do my makeup using that stuff. Even though I've been using my like spring makeup look a lot, sometimes you just gotta try new things. So if you watched my videos before, you know that I love the P. Louise base, but I placed an order with Juvia's Place and they have an eyeshadow primer now. So this is the Eye Prep Eye Prime eye primer. There's 3 shades. This is shade 1. I did just swatch it to see, and it is very light. That's not a big deal because I'm gonna cover it up with eyeshadow anyways, but it feels really good on the skin. I would recommend shaking it up because when I first went to put a little bit on my hand just to kind of swatch it, it kind of like was liquidy, so I just shook it up a little bit and it came out a lot better. But let's try this baby out. It is a little more liquidy than my P. Louise base, but I'm not worried about that. Like, if it works, like, that's all that matters, right? Does it make my eyeshadow look good? And then does it crease? Because I can get some pretty oily skin and I hate when my eyeshadows crease. That's not bad. Maybe I'll have to check out the other shades, but I'm fairly pale, so. Anyone else's allergies like bothering them? Because this ain't it. I am so over allergy season. Just let the flowers bloom, let it be done, because then I won't have as bad of allergies. Like, even with allergy medicine, my nose is running. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm gonna be using the Taupes by Juvia's Place. It's just a very cool toned eyeshadow palette, but they're really pretty. So I want to play around with it. It's not new, but it's new to me. So we gotta use it. I'm just gonna go into this lightest shade right here and put that into the crease as I do. And I was thinking about it, I don't think I've ever used Juvia's Place on my channel. I have their eyeshadow palettes, I've just never used them. Not on camera, at least. Like, the Nubian palette is so cute, it's very neutral. I've used it for work a couple times, but I've never done a video using their brand. And their eyeshadows are so buttery and smooth. All right, then I'm gonna go into this shade and put that in the outer V. And then this, and then this shade right here, I'm gonna use my L19 for that, which is just my smudger brush. And a lot of times, like recently, I've just been packing the eyeshadow on and then blending it a little bit out. Nothing too crazy, just a really pretty just a very gray, cool toned look, which is sticking with the neutral aesthetic for work. Now, so there are some very like shimmery shades, and I think this one's a pressed glitter. I do want to swatch them before I put them on my eye, just because I can get myself in trouble with that. So there they are. And I kind of want to go with this shade, which is really pretty. They're all very pretty, but actually, yeah, let's see. Yep, this is definitely like the shade that I gravitate towards. This is really pretty if you want like a deeper like center eye, and then in the inner corner this would be really pretty. Let's see. Do we want to do that today? I think that's what we'll do. We'll do this shade right here in the middle, and then this shade right here in this little corner right there. So it's just so buttery and smooth. Okay, and then that middle shade, that silvery like yumminess. Why am I? They blend very well into each other. This one's just a little bit shinier. Ooh, I'm really liking how that looks. Now, the one thing that I've noticed is like Juvia's place has started to crease, but I have a lot of lines on my eyelids. So I'm gonna go ahead, press that out, and do this eye, and I'll be back and we'll do the rest. Okay, you guys, so for primer, I'm gonna use the Tula Skincare Brightening Smoothing Primer Gel. I've had this for a little bit, I just haven't done a video with it. I like it because it just smells refreshing, and it's just like this little like limey yellow consistency, but it is so smooth. And Tula has some great skincare. I love their like sheet masks. They're glowy ones, and it feels kind of like cooling, but it just has a very like nice consistency. Allergies are for the birds. I like to focus it in my like porous area to begin with, and then my forehead for my lines, and then smooth everywhere else. All right, now that it is all smoothed in, and it's just like the one side that like is activated by my allergies. I don't get this. I don't get it. Okay, so for foundation, I have been trying out a bunch of different foundations, trying to find like that one perfect one for like wearing a mask for 12 freaking hours. I found a really good one from the drugstore. And I have one that's a little more on the high-end side, but today we're going to be using the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear. This is a 3-in-1 foundation. It's supposed to have primer, concealer, and foundation in one. I do still use a primer. It's nice, but because I'm so like, I'm self-conscious of my pores right through here, I still put like a smoothing primer on. You don't have to if you want to skip that step, but so far, I've been really enjoying this. In like 12 hours wearing a mask and just constantly talking, like, no. And I don't need a lot, but I do just pump it straight onto my skin. The nice thing is I'll put it on, I will blend out, and then add where I need to, because I don't think I put enough on that side. Yeah. And this is in the shade Golden Natural 817. I just said I don't need a lot and then I'm adding more in. All right, and I think I just need a little bit more right there. Okay, I like where we're at for right now. I know I said that this has concealer, like it replaces your concealer. I do like to brighten up the under eye, so I am gonna go in with just this lightest amount of concealer. And I've actually been using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh just because this has the hyaluronic acid in it. This is in the shade Light 40N. And then I've actually been using this Bye Bye Pores from It Cosmetics from my Tiny Makeup Challenge video, and I've really been enjoying it. So let's set up our powder. We're also gonna use the Fenty powder because I've been using that all over my face. Why is my... And I like this concealer because it's like super creamy. It hydrates under my eyes, but it's not super heavy and cakey, like, if that makes sense. So my Beauty Bakery sponge. And then now I'm going in with the Fenty powder to set the rest of the face. Okay, so let's go ahead, finish the under eye, and then we can worry about the rest of the face products. So I'm gonna go into that lightest shade. Actually, I think we're gonna go into this shade and put that underneath the eye. And then I'm gonna go into this darkest shade right here. Outer V, underneath, as I usually do. When it comes to work, like I don't try and experiment too much. I just try and stick with my comfort zone and like what I know, because as soon as I try and go outside the box, it's just too dramatic for work. I don't think I've really done like a very light gray eye look for work. At least not recently. Okay, and I usually do, but I try and like bring it up this way just to like draw the eye up. One, that's my like go-to eye shape, but then also it like lifts the face and as you get older. Okay, to finish off the inner corner and the brow bone highlight, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Sandcastle. This is one of my favorite highlighters from Fenty. I think this came in like a holiday collection where it was just like the small size and like a Fenty gloss bomb, which I prefer the smaller packages because I just don't go through it like most people might, but yeah. And I think because it's more on the cool tone side right now, this will go well with this eye look. I cannot wait to move, you guys. Like, I've only got a couple more days in the house and I really do need to like pack up all of my filming stuff. But I also like want to be able to still do videos for you guys. I'm trying to like pre-record things so that when I am in the middle of moving and everything, there's still stuff to watch and post. And you know, I appreciate all the support, I really do. But I also don't want to like not film and put videos up for you guys, whether you like them or not. All right, so just got that really slight illumination and it covered up the very pale eyeshadow base from Juvia's Place, which is really pretty. It seems to be working well. We'll see how the eyeshadows hold up. I know there was creasing earlier, but that was just, like I said, my lids can get pretty oily. So we'll see how it works out over time because we got 12 hours, so it better last. And then with the L18, I just go back in and diffuse it out with the highlighter and everything, so everything's blended. With no extra product. All right, there. Now let's work on everything else. So for contour, this is not a surprise, it's the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in medium. Just grabbing my L14, which has been my favorite. It's kind of a diffused contour at that point. I've never been one for like super harsh lines, but like sometimes I get them. I don't so much with this powder brush. And see, I drag right through here, but then I also bring it up so it just gives that angle. Why? These allergies. For bronzer, I'm gonna use my Tarte Park Avenue Princess. This one has that shimmer in it, but it just gives that really pretty like glow to the skin. And that's kind of like what I've been going through for like the summer or spring, summer, but I mean, Chicago hasn't found spring. I think we're gonna skip it this year and go straight to freaking heat. Because it's freaking 55 degrees. Warmed up the skin a lot, but then I've got a cool tone look. Whatever. Makeup is all about preference and how you want to wear it. So, for blush, this is the Milani Baked Blush in Petal Primavera. I just used this in the Gilded Getaway video. Well, I used Bellini Bella Bellini, which is really pretty, but I didn't use this one, so I wanted to try it out. And it's just that really pretty like peach apricot shade. Ooh, yeah. I love Milani blushes. I cannot talk today. Nose. My eyes are looking crazy. What the heck? I didn't have that issue the other day. Anyways. Just sweeping away some of the powder. I used a different primer the other day when I used this foundation, and it was really nice with that primer, so I may be decluttering this primer when I do that video, because yeah. Anyways, it's not liking my skin. I'm a creasy mess. Anyways, we need to do highlighter. We're still gonna use the Fenty Sandcastle in the Kilowatt highlighter. Just a little bit for work. Okay. There's that. I'm gonna go ahead, do my brows, my eyeliner, and we'll be back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So I forgot that I said I would go do my eyeliner and then I'd come back. And I had every intention of doing my mascara on camera as well as my lipstick, and I forgot. So what I did do, I ended up using my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in 0, which it's almost gone. I've been trying to use this thing up and it lasts forever. I used the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner, and I think it's almost at its wit's end just because the bristles are starting to fray, and that's why I usually gravitate towards like felt tip eyeliners. For my eyebrows, where the heck did it go? Oh, it's right here. I'll put it back. I use the Benefit Brow Contour Pro in Brown Light. Brown Light. I've been trying to use up products that I already had open, so I've also been using the rest of my Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. And then for mascara, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. It's not one of my favorites, but it does the job. Like, my eyelashes look really nice. It's not new, but it's something that I've been trying to use up. And, you know, especially with the move coming up, like all those things that I've been using, like, they're gonna end up in my makeup bag. So that's a lot of space to take up for things that, like, one, were not cheap, and two, like, there's still good product in there. I just need to use it up. So that's what I've been trying to do. Like, it's not really a project pan, but like, it is, I guess. Anyways, and then for my setting spray, I just use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is so good. Like, I love this. Even though I get on the oily side, like, it just gives you that really pretty, like, glow to the skin, and it doesn't make me, like, super shiny, which is nice. But I'll spray that on. It has such a super fine mist, and it just, like, presses so well into the skin, and it'll smooth some things out. Because, like, the primer I used, I'm noticing, like, I didn't have any issues the other day, but, like, the foundation is now going into, like, my smile lines, and right down here, that's not the vibe. So I have a feeling when I do the declutter tomorrow for my primers, like, it's gonna go. I mean, I liked it before, but like, it just didn't work. Anyways, for my lips, I just did the lip declutter, and I forgot that I had, like, the Too Faced Melted Mattes. This one is Sugar Cookie. Like, it smells so good. I love that Too Faced like scents their like products because one, it makes me hungry, but they smell so good. And with the proximity of lips to nose, like I hate the chemical makeup scent. Does that make sense? Like anyone else on the same page as me? Like overly scented things I can't handle, but like sweet smelling things, like I'm okay with. Does that make sense? Anyways, that's it for this look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it. And until next time, you guys, bye, and I'll see you in my next video.